Que ce soit en leur mettant un casque ou de la crème solaire, on fait tout pour protéger nos enfants. Alors comment les protéger de la COVID-19? Le vaccin contre la COVID-19 peut aider à protéger les enfants des formes graves de la maladie et de potentielles complications à long terme. Des millions d'enfants au Canada et ailleurs dans le monde ont été vaccinés de façon sécuritaire. Aidez à protéger votre enfant. Prenez rendez-vous au canada.ca/vaccin COVID. Un message du gouvernement du Canada.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition, the first one in quite a while, of the Corporate Gamer broadcast. I am your host, Corporate Gamer, and tonight we are continuing with Blake Stone. Haven't been streaming for a while. You guys might be wondering where the hell I was. Quite a few things actually. First of all, I've actually changed jobs. So there was, I think the last time I streamed, I was saying that I was going towards my tail end of my last job, and I started a new one. So the stress of starting something new, and I also changed field. It's not, the expertise that I bring is similar to what I was doing, but it's a different field completely. So it's learning the ropes and trying to figure that out. Surprisingly, at my age, that's more tiring than you would think. However, I'm trying to make some headway with that. Plus, I was sick for a couple of, for a week, a bout of gastro, which is not great. Yeah, and then, so that kind of took me out for a week. And then last week I just didn't have a chance to stream. I was tired at the end of the day, and I just couldn't get to it. So here I am, finally, after quite a few weeks off. I am back. I am planning to finish Crisis 2. I know I've been saying that for a while. However, as my first foray back, I want to continue with something that's a little bit more lighthearted. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Blake Stone Planet Strike. I had played it last time. I think I got through the first 6 levels, I think. And it was fun. Just a continuation, basically, of the first one with quality of life improvements in the second one. But, yeah, let's get into it. So, oh, did I? Yeah, that would be good. I don't know if, let me see. No, load. Okay, so the sound does happen. All right, so we are here. You're dead. Okay. Well, apparently, so this is opening doors. I have no clue how this is going, but yeah, we're going to be playing this for a while. Yeah. I love the fact that Twitch decided to change the way that the chat looks, which is weird. But anyways, having said that, sure. Alright, so this is the starting point. There's the thing there. No secret there. No, there's nothing there. Where are we gonna go with this? I always wonder if there's gonna be something. The sounds are still fucking phenomenal. I still fucking love them. Like, there's no... It's insane. It's so good. Oh, there's a scientist. Oh. Fuck. Okay, surprisingly... Did I pick... I guess I must have picked up some some health, because it's impossible. The guy freaking killed me point blank, and I didn't have anything. So, yeah, that is weird. I will admit, it is weird. All right. Too bad I don't have a gamepad like I used to, like those old school gamepads. Those would be pretty cool. So this looks like it's... Oh, I picked up the health. Fuck me. Is this where I came up from? No. Oh, fuck off. Well... Okay, there's nothing there. That looks ominous. Only open on the other side. Open on the other side. Sure. I don't actually know what these do, honestly. I picked some up the first level. I would have to look it up if I don't know. Maybe it's a special thing I'm supposed to be using. I have no fucking clue. Well, apparently bullets are like a weird thing. Alright, so let's go get that. Let's also save. Yeah, I'm at still 6. This is where I came in from, right? So this should be where I go. No, this is where I came in. So this is where I should go. Well, that was a little bit uncalled for. Thanks for the insight there, bro. If you haven't figured it out by now, you never will. There's nothing here. Okay. You must find a security crew. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so fucking much. You guys are beyond a shadow of a doubt the fucking best people ever. Okay. I don't actually know what signifies a mission being completed. Because you can kill somebody, but I guess, I don't know if it's... I wasn't even aiming properly, but... That it? No, apparently not. Who the fuck is shooting at me? Oh. Okay, you guys gonna stop shooting at me, or? Apparently not. That was a lot harder than it had to be. Honestly. So the cube was here, right? Yeah, it's in here. No, I can't open it up from there. Can't open it up, so there must be a switch. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Or can I just go... Is this where I came in from? I think this is where I came in from. Yeah. Well, let's save, because I don't know what else is left to kill me. I'm sure there's other things in the horizon. So basically now I just have to go back to the beginning. Well, that was unexpected. Fuck's sake. I thought I fucking saw everything. Am I back to where I started? No. Oh, I know where this is. Okay. I don't remember where I'm going, but I know I'm heading in the right direction. No, that's not it. Well, if I see dead people, it's good. I think I'm just going around now. I'm missing the main point. Which is not what you want to see. I guarantee. Something sounded like it exploded. Yeah, I fought these guys here, but I don't know... Like, what the difference between one or the other is. Oh, this is the beginning. This is definitely the beginning. Yeah, I started here. Just have to find the fucking entrance. There we go. Yay! Like, my mission's rating is 46%, but I did what I was supposed to do. I would have to look it up to see what else is happening. Area 7. Yay! Alright. Let's do this. Oh. There we go. Area 7. Alright. There's a humming sound. Or a beeping sound. More of a beeping. Who is telling me? So I have to go behind that eventually. Okay, that's not breakable. Well, who was saying die human? There was definitely somebody that told me to... Well, that doesn't look... Okay, so let me go back. I managed to go behind the bars. And they closed behind me. Well then. Okie dokie. I guess I'm not going that way. There's another guy here. Unless he died. He yelled when he died. Okay. I don't even know. What is this? Is this fit? Four. Did I get 6? Oh yeah, I do have 6, 7. Yeah, so I actually... do I have them all? Hey, Wasteland! Welcome to a retro stream. I am back. We don't know for how long, but we are back. Welcome to the stream. Red access card. First time I think I actually got an access card in like a few levels. This is, by the way, very, very old school. This came out in the early 90s. It's the sequel. I finished Aliens of Gold, which is the first game. Where are you? I keep hearing this fucking guy, but... What are you up to tonight? Naps are fucking fantastic. Naps are fantastic. My wife always used to make fun of me. She's like, oh, when you have a kid, you won't be able to nap anymore. And on Saturdays. So I nap when my daughter naps. Works out for me. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for the support. Yeah, so as I told you before, I was a bit out of commission for a while, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna be back. Learning something new, surprisingly, is I'm going back to the thing. Learning something new for a new job is surprisingly exhausting when I get to my age. Where the fuck is this guy? Where are you? Oh. By the way, I fucking love the freaking sounds of these the enemies. It's fantastic. I freaking love it. It's beyond amazing. But all things considered, though, I don't know where the door is. Okay, so there's no door there. There's a door here. Yeah, it's... the hit detection in this game is horrendously bad. But very generous, so... Yeah, it was... it's gonna take me some time to learn my new job, and they acknowledge that. They know it, so... Just I'm so used to coming from a place where I was I was a subject matter expert in a lot of stuff, and I'm not anymore. That's the adjustment. Doors with red lights are locked. Thank you. You are so fucking helpful. Holy shit. Hey Tagger, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am playing old school Planet Strike. Well, actually, it's Blake Stone. Planet Strike is the sequel. And I suck at these games. However, this one has a much... So, in the first game, I realized that there was a map at the end of the game. It took me 30 years to figure that out. Because I played the first one, like, literally when it came out. And I realized at the end of the first one where the map is. Which is stupid. Yeah, it's built on the same engine as Wolfenstein 3D. But it didn't get as much notoriety as Wolfenstein 3D because I believe when this came out, that's when Doom came out. And Doom kind of overtook everything. So it kind of went within... There's people that know what this is, but it's not as newsworthy back then it wasn't as newsworthy as why is there a door when why is there a door when I can't go through? That is the stupidest thing ever. Is there another way around? That'd be stupid if that's the case. Who just cracked open? Who? There's somebody that just cracked open. Alright, well, let's go through here. The sound, like, I freaking love, like, these guys, they sound like when I'm hungry. They sound like my tummy when I'm hungry. I'm assuming that's where it comes from. It doesn't make sense. Some of the, there's a, in the last level of the first game, the sounds are insane. Oh, yeah, so there is. So what's the point? So what is the actual fucking point of having that open when you can't go through because there's an egg? And the egg is never going to crack, because by now it would have cracked with a monster inside. Oh, boy. By the way, hello, and thank you for passing by, Tagger and Wasteland. Really appreciate it.
Guard!
He was a bad scientist. Bad scientist. Also, it really sucks. I rarely watch the news anymore, but but now every time I turn on the news, it's fucking like shit. It never gets better. It never gets better. It's insane. I don't really need health, but I will eventually need health. Let me save again. The news is so fucking depressing, it's not even funny. Actually, there's a game on Game Pass I'm really looking forward to start playing it. Apparently, it's like it's in the spirit of Zelda. It's called Tunic, and it's been getting pretty good reviews. Funny story about reviews. I don't know if you guys know about Gran Turismo 7. So Gran Turismo 7 came out. Everybody pretty much gave it like rave reviews, which is fine. You know, it's great. And then a couple of weeks later, everybody started review bombing the game because in the review they didn't actually have they didn't actually have access to the store in the microtransactions, and apparently it takes forever for games to buy cars in the game. It takes like insane amount of currency, which is fucking ridiculous. And and everybody started review bombing it, which is another fucking game where everybody fucking came out and said it was the best thing since sliced bread. And I actually got this disagreement with somebody from... Fuck, where are you? Really? I fucking used half of my fucking bullets on that guy? So what the fuck was in here? Nothing at all. Well, that was a waste of time. So this is another one where... so I played. So I looked at like the reviews for Elden Ring because I was curious because I'm probably gonna buy it at some point. It's not on Game Pass, but I'm assuming it will come, and when it does, I'll watch it. I'll play it because I always wanted to play like a Dark Souls type of game, but I don't have a PS game. Oh no, that's. So they that's another game where they said, "Oh, yeah, this is the best game ever," but yet the frame rate was horrible. The frame rate is horrible. There were a lot of drops, especially on PC. So how the fuck can you give? How can you give a game a 10 on 10 or a 9 on 10 when it has launch issues. Are you gonna die? Thank you. Okay, I got 2 keys, and I'm half dead. Fantastic. So yeah, there's so right now people are like freaking reviewing games, and they're not even fucking. They're not even that good. Like, well, they're not that good. I'm not saying that Elden Ring is not good, but like, let's be honest. Why is this like this? This is so stupid. No, that's not what I want. What the fuck? No, timeout. I don't want a timeout. What the heck? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so people are reviewing the games, and it's insane because they're like kind of like. Can I go through here now? No. Okay. So I got to go through here. That sound. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Like, seriously. That's insane. Sounds fucking horrible. Anyways. Yeah, so it's so freaking weird, like the way games are being reviewed. Ever since it seems that ever since I need fucking health. That's what I need. Well, let me save. Ever since Cyberpunk came out, it seems like games are like fucked up when they come out. And not because they were never fucked up when they came out, but it seems that it's worse. It seems worse now that, you know. I want a food. Oh, fuck off. Out of fucking order. Fuck you. Thank you. Yeah, I also need some freaking weapons. That's what I need. Where am I going? Good question. Where am I going? I need to get to the cube. That's what I need to do. So, well, this looks very Windows 95 screensaver-ish. Okay, what the fuck is here? Activating barrier.
You're dead.
Oh, fuck. I killed... Oh, no, he was actually a bad guy. Without me knowing it. Alright, let's save. Because, these games take forever for me to do. I've always been horrible at them. Like, even, like, I like playing them, but, like, Quake and Doom, I always sucked at them. Like, I can't play them quickly. It never works out. Where am I going? Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Well, that one, I didn't even press the button. I need to find a security cube. Thank you. So that's open. That's open. That's where the monsters came out. Yeah, thank you for locking me in. So, where the fuck is everything else? Oh, there's a red door. And I've used it. Yay. Oh, that was the monster that I killed. Okay. So basically, the way that you beat a level is you have to You have to break. Yeah, that's old. The Easter egg. Yeah, it's if you used a certain formula. it opened up like the that was cool. I was actually talking to this about to a coworker. I actually miss. I'm gonna be really bad. I actually miss Lotus and CorelWorks because I always liked. For the longest time, I used to like WorkPerfect a lot more than I used to like. So this still doesn't open. I always liked it more than I liked. Wait, I killed this guy. Excel. Oh, there we go. So mission rating 48%. Sure. I used to use on my Tandy. So our first family PC that we ever got was a Tandy 2000 SX, which, as far as I can tell, I've never been able to find an SX in the wild. There's EX, but I think SX was unique to because Tandy was a Radio Shack label, but in the States I think it was EX, and in Canada it was SX because that's what we had, and it was an advanced. It was advanced. It was ahead of its time. Instead of having one big floppy drive, you had two. So the 5 1/4, and it had no hard drive. It didn't come with any mouse. It had 64K of RAM. No, not 3.5, 5 1/4. The big floppies, not the small ones. The ones that had the hole in the middle. Do I still have some? I don't think I do. I might have some stuff somewhere, but I don't. Yeah, so there's the small floppies. The small floppies, which are the 3.5, and then you have the 5 1/4. Yeah, so 5 1/4 was first, and then there was a 3.5. Then there was zip drives, which didn't last very long. Yeah, so it came with two, so you were able to boot with one and play the games or whatever with the other one. Yeah, no hard drive, no mouse, 64K of RAM, which we boosted to 128 at some point. And yeah, those are actually worth something. For collectors, they're actually worth something. I don't know if you're a big fan of old tech. There's two channels that I watch primarily. LGR, Lazy Game Review. His channel is called Lazy Game Reviews, but he doesn't really review games anymore, really. He does mostly retro tech now, so old PCs, old operating systems, and stuff like that, and he collects them. There's him, that's really cool, and 8-Bit Guy. 8-Bit Guy is really cool. He's a bit older than probably we are. Well, no, he's probably about your age. Because you're slightly older than I am. He's I think he's in his late 40s, early 50s. Don't quote me on that though. But he's awesome. He doesn't have, like, he's not a typical entertainment guy, but he likes to just say oh yeah? You're in your 50s? Sorry if I'm actually saying debating your age on air. I thought you were younger than that. I've known you for so long, I don't... Whatever. Age is a thing. Yeah. No, I do not want to escape to DOS. No. But I will... I don't want to load, I just want to resume. Back to mission. Here. I feel that's gonna fucking kill me. No, it's just a light. Okay.
Guard! Oh!
Alright, so this is where I am. Fuck, who's shooting at me? Why do sometimes something takes like one hit and then sometimes it takes like fucking... Okay, something keeps opening up. Okay, obviously this is gonna open up at some point. Well, that didn't go the way I expected. Fuck. Hopefully I find some... Okay, so I can go through there. Okay. Oh, I can go through here, apparently. Yeah, so it's those are the two channels I watch for retro tech and stuff. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of other ones, but I primarily... I don't know what that was. Oh, come on. Fuck. What the fuck, man? Thank you. I need fucking health. That's what I need. Wow, what a fucking waste of... What a waste... I just want fucking health. That's what I want. Is there a fucking dispenser somewhere? I have no clue what what this just did.
Die, human.
Oh, there we go. Health. Yay! Whew, I feel better. Phew. Overwrite. Yes. 8. There's a couple of games coming out that I feel I want to play, but I do want to finish Crysis 2 and Crysis 3. So, funny story. For years, I've had Microsoft reward points, but I never really cashed them in because I found like they were useless. And then I realized you can actually get gift cards, a bunch of gift cards on your account. And yeah, I was able to get $150 worth of gift cards. And yeah, I ended up buying for $40. I ended up buying Crysis 3, Crysis Trilogy Remastered. So Microsoft has reward points. It used to be Microsoft points, but now it's reward points. And you could get them various ways. You can get them by going to Bing, answering some quizzes. It's stupid. Using playing Game Pass, like playing a game on Game Pass daily, and then it increases if you do it for 2 or 3 days or for a week or whatever. It's actually pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, so I ended up getting, but I've had them for like it's years. I never cashed them in. I wanted to, but I just never happened to do it. So yeah, I'm sure if you go to the Xbox website, the Xbox Live website, they'll say like at some points like rewards. And basically all it does is that you can enter, you just have a balance on your account. And so you can buy like, you can buy shit. That's basically it. And you can do a bunch of things. You can enter your points into contests to win like, you know, an Xbox or a Surface Pro or whatever. This is very like weird. I didn't get any secrets. Then again, I haven't really looked at them. There's a bunch of pails with freaking... Well, these guys all died. I did not kill them. This one's a lot more fleshed out than the first one. It's very similar, like the graphics are the same. But they made some quality of life adjustments, which is really cool. Like I said, it took me a whole game to realize that there was a map in the first game. Which, thank the Lord, I actually have, like, you know, something. And by the way, I apologize, Tiger. I haven't gone to your streams recently. Honestly, I think I hosted you one. The thing is that I have you on auto host. The problem is that auto host is fucking dead as far as Twitch is concerned. It really doesn't do what it was supposed to do. It used to be really fun because you were able to see at some point who used to auto host you before a game, before like when you used to host. Then they kind of moved it away. And then they just like now it doesn't tell you if anybody's auto hosting you. It's so stupid. Like I don't. Anyways, I found it was a good way of discovering shit, but apparently that is not the case, or they don't feel it's the same way. Oh. Oh, this is the one that just turns around. Okay. There's nothing here. Oh, sweet. What kind of pizza did you get? Oh, yeah, was it? Well, auto hosting is in your settings, right? It's like, you know, when you have like, you know, certain streamers, you can put them in you can either have them in order or whenever they're on live, you auto host them, which I still have. I still have that. Like you're on that list as well. It's just that it's not really Oh, sweet. I will admit though, not a big fan of Domino's, at least in Canada. It gives me a bit of heartburn. It's the only pizza that gives me heartburn. And I actually, a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I, we actually felt like eating pizza. We ordered like an old school local greasy joint. Yeah, it's just you can't tell who's auto hosting you, right? It's the way it's built. They removed, like, the function is still there, but you can't really know what's happening here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over here. What the fuck is happening? What a fucking maze. Okay, you're dead. Do I want to take out... No, I'm not going to pick up health now. Okay, seriously. Yep. So are you. Oh, fuck off. And I remember there used to be people. There's a couple of people that I used to follow. They never closed their Twitch account, but they haven't streamed like 3 years. And they used to still auto host me. And that's kind of the danger with following smaller channels, because I'm a big fan of smaller channels. The only one I really have that has like a lot, and I used to follow from the beginning is Kilgore Trout. I think I started following him when he had like 200 followers. He's up to like 17 or 18,000 now, if not more. But I don't. The thing is that the problem with bigger channels is that the chat is like fucking off the hook. Like there's people chatting all around, which is fine, but you can't follow necessarily everything. Or when you respond to something, it's too. Okay, who the fuck it? Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm glad we cleared it up. I must be getting somewhere. And that's why I kind of like to follow smaller streamers. I've always been drawn more to smaller streamers. It's fun. It's fun having them grow to a point. Yay. I guess the mission would be complete, yeah, if you get all those fucking secrets, which I never look for. I think that's my first secret in this particular game. In the sequel. Alright, where the fuck am I going now? So that guy's dead. Those guys are dead. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to go? I mean, I personally miss it if I don't stream for a while. I've been like that for a while. Like if I don't, like even now I missed it. But it's because of... Well, that was a lot of fucking... this game is not balanced very well. Like, there's strong stretches where there's absolutely nothing, and then all of a sudden you have, like, fucking 10 enemies coming at you. To me, streaming is fun, but when it becomes a chore to stream, then it's not worth it. I don't have the fucking thing, do I? No, I don't. I think this is the first time that's happened. I've actually figured this out before I actually figured the, Okay, there's nothing there.
You'll never succeed.
And I must have killed one of the... Yep. No more informants on this level. Oh, well. Yeah, you know, stream... Like, there's people that have... The thing is, I don't do this. Kilgore Trout does it. He'll restream the same game over and over and over again. And if you like the game that you're streaming, it'll be a lot easier. The main villain is a guy in a suit. Yeah. There's ways for what? You stream when you want. And when we're finished streaming, we come and see you. That's usually what I do, because I stream before you. So usually, it's happened before, though, that I finished my stream and you were already done. I was like, oh. Like, the Fallout New Vegas DLCs. Although you had a lot of technical issues, it was fun to watch. They were really entertaining. Yeah, exactly. I know your BioShock playthrough is really cool. You can't eat now. You're not hungry. You bastards. Okay, so I figured out where the fucking where the thing is, but I haven't figured out where the detonator is. Ah, and this map is fucking huge. Well, you did finish the one with going to space, no? It's the one after you didn't finish. But I know you had like all kinds of technical issues. They kept crashing on you. Which is expected with Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, to be fair. There's nothing here. Where the fuck is the detonator? Is this just a treasure hunt? Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes me think of when I played James's Ruins. And that's another thing. I was planning to buy, like, I was planning, yeah, sure, no problem. I was planning to buy, to play a bunch of mods. And I ended up playing only one. Which is a shame. Yeah, sure, no problem. To be honest, the discovery on Twitch is horrible. I've been stagnant on my channel for quite a while now. It's, yeah. But then again, I haven't been consistent with my streaming either, so kind of doesn't help either. Okay. There has to be something in this area, fuck. Come on. There's nothing here. Nothing here. And by the way, enjoy your Fallout 76 game, by the way. Have you heard, well, when you can chat, have you heard from Liz? I haven't really chatted with her in a while. Where the fuck is the thing? Okay, so I came back all the way from there. So this is unlocked, which is fine, but usually it's close by. Where the fuck? Like, where the fuck is the, Oh, this was the secret. Pretty sure. Or close to it. Did I fucking miss it? Because it fucking looks the same as everything else. This always to me looks like a fucking weapon, and it's never. It's a fucking body. Where the fuck is... Like, yeah, I'm gonna get lost in this fucking place. I don't know where anything is anymore. Man! It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna be here for 2 hours trying to figure out an exit to this fucking level. I just need the fucking detonator. That's all I fucking need. But no. Somebody decides to hide it well. Although I have to admit, since the pandemic, since things started reopening, a lot of people that were streaming stopped streaming. A lot. There's a bunch of people that I followed. I started following during the pandemic. They just disappeared like a fart in the wind. I have no clue where the fuck they went. They just stopped streaming and they disappeared. Which is a shame. Although I have found a few good streamers. I found Vixen, which is a fellow Montrealer, which I did not know. Really? So this was it. There was nothing else here. Where the fuck am I? And where is the freaking... It doesn't tell you anywhere, right? I don't have any keys. Where haven't I gone? Yeah, so I've been wanting to start up my Twitchcast again. Unfortunately, it's going slower than I initially thought because of time. However, I do want to start it up again. And however, I know exactly what I want, but I don't have the skill set to do it yet. I have to actually like figure it out how to do, like I have to look at videos on how to do it. Basically what I want is a neon light, like a bar that flickers with a brick wall in the back. With the brick wall is fine. And yes, I did, the inspiration did come from Wasteland. I do like her background, but I want something more red bricky, more than, you know, a gray. Okay, this leads to nowhere. And this apparently leads to nowhere at all, either. Okay. So I killed all the informants. I got 81% and enemy destroyed 96. So that means I went everywhere, or almost everywhere. The only place I didn't go yet is probably where all the monsters are. So, having said that, say my name, a doo-boo-dee-ba-doo-boo, boo-dee-dee-ba-doo-boo. Oh, come on. Where the fuck am I going with this fucking place? God damn it. Okay, so I'm back out here, which does not help me at all. Anticlimactic, isn't it? Say my name, Corporate Gamer. Corporate Gamor. Where the fuck am I supposed to go from here? See, that's where the thing is, but there's no... Usually it's close by. In this case, it's not. And I can't fucking get it. I don't have the detonator. I need the fucking detonator. Yeah, I know. American Pie. Man, I was actually remembering like some of the movies that came out. I was watching what's the fucking movie? True Lies. Crazy, it's almost fucking 30 years. It's amazing it's that fucking old. It's like, you know, you listen to Sean, classic rock is considered Pearl Jam. Yeah. With Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis. She actually plays a really good role in there. She's fucking hilarious. And I remember going to see that at the movie theaters. And in Montreal, which you are, well, you're from the area. We went to watch it at Ciné L'Angelier 10, whatever it is. It used to be the outdoor. There used to be a shopping mall in L'Angelier, and there used to be a movie theater inside, and that's where we went to see it. Which is actually pretty. It's pretty. I don't even think it exists anymore. The only one in the East End that I know, there's Star Cité, which is only in French. And there's La Cordaire, whatever, the Gouzo, which is falling apart. That place used to be falling apart. Gouzo bought it. They renovated it like 25 years ago, whatever it is. And now it's back to falling apart. It's like bullshit. It smells like fucking... You go in the washroom, it smells like fucking somebody died in there. Like, fuck. And maybe... You know what? It's very possible. It's St. Leonard. It's possible somebody did die in there. Well, there... I killed 100% of the guys, so that means something should be in this area. Honestly. At least I'm hoping, because I'm pretty sure I went everywhere that I could fucking go. I just didn't find a detonator. Some of it is... because I think... I think it's from Apogee. I think the name of the it's the same guys that did Commander Keen. I'm actually hoping that, you know, now that Microsoft owns a lot of the licenses for a lot of these old games, because they were they partly owned by Sierra. Sierra was Activision, and Microsoft bought them off. I'm hoping they do like they revive like Police Quest, but like in a modern day version, so like a first person detective type of game. And then you progress through the game, like through the ranks and stuff like that, similar to how the original was. That'd be really fucking cool. Okay. And this one does the same. So you got two switches for the same thing. Okay. That's fantastic. Alright, so where the fuck did I not go? Oh my god, these fucking hallways are... There's literally... I killed everyone. I just have to find the freaking... Like, I don't know where I didn't go yet, because I killed everyone. That means I went in every room. And you would assume where there would be the detonator, there would be an enemy there, right? But I killed everyone. So I do not know what is happening. See, this guy... See, that was one. So let's continue here. I don't want to look online for fucking... for this shit. Like, this is the... Yeah, again, I'm back to square one. Where the fuck... I have a feeling... there's a part where I wasn't paying attention, and I must have missed it. Like... it's impossible that I fucking didn't find it by now. I should have found it. Yeah, I came down here before, yeah. So let's go through the other way. See what happens there. And I'm back out here. So I didn't really do anything. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I actually started watching, because I have VPN, so I started watching Knight Rider again, because it's on the American Netflix. You know, the thing about that show, the car still looks fucking kick-ass today. Yeah, the dashboard looks cheesy, but the actual car itself looks fantastic. The acting in that TV show, though, holy shit, is it bad. Like, oh my god, so fucking horrible. But it's so bad it's good type of thing. It only, you know, the legacy it has, you would think it would have been on TV for longer than 4 seasons. Well, you know who the voice of Kit was, right? Quiz of the day. And no peeking at Wikipedia. I actually don't know the I don't know the actor's name. I know what he played in. But, yeah. It's Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World, the principal. And in the reboot in 2008, it was Val Kilmer that did it. And too bad that the reboot didn't work out. They never gave it a chance. I think it had like one season of 13 episodes and it died due to poor ratings. But it's like, I think it changed like time slot like 3 times in 13 weeks. It's like, it was insane. No wonder it didn't fucking work out. But the idea was good. It was a modernized version of KITT, and it was like, you know, super cool, high tech. But I mean, like, fuck, seriously. When you're gonna change time slot that often, it makes no fucking sense. Okay, where the fuck is anything? This makes no fucking sense. Because it doesn't do anything. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing there. Where the fuck is the... I'm pretty sure I went through the whole fucking... Oh, man. This would be one of those levels I'm going to be fucking here for like 10 years. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, there's nothing here. There's a part in here. There's probably a part I did not go through. For sure. It makes no sense that I can't... There's nothing here. So I passed through here, which literally gives me the same thing as here. Like, where... Yeah, that goes all the way around. This was a secret. At least I think so. Anyways. Because I remember getting something here. I don't remember what, but... By the way, thanks for telling me to find the fucking detonator. I found, like, you know... I'm pretty sure that was the point of the whole fucking level. I have no clue where the hell to go. Honestly, have no fucking clue. So this doesn't go anywhere. I've been here before. I don't even have to shoot anything anymore. Where the fuck didn't I go yet? Okay. Well, this is exciting. I apologize, guys. I am stuck. I could probably look up the solution online, but I'm stubborn. Also, the points in this game are really generous. How the fuck? I have no clue, like, how else to... This is where I killed the other guy. And the thing about the map is it only tells you where you went. It doesn't actually... There's no, like... Oh. Well, apparently I never came here. Well, that's weird. Okay. There's nothing else here. Still at 52%. I have no clue what the hell I need to do in order to... So yeah, I went through here, so I have to go through here. This leads back out to here. Ah, fuck. There's literally nothing here. Fuck. Yeah, this just gives you a J and doesn't do anything else. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I'm gonna save, because why not? Not that it's gonna do anything. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is why I've never used to play these games when I was a kid, and I actually stopped playing the first Blake Stone. I stopped playing because I always get stuck, and I actually persevered. And the only reason I finished it is because I'm streaming, and I want to finish it while I stream. Okay, I've been here 1,000 fucking times. There's nothing here. Like seriously, like there's literally nothing here. I heard something. I heard something pop out of nowhere, which is weird because apparently I killed all the enemies.
You'll never succeed.
Apparently I won't. Sure. No problemo, dude. Okay, seriously. Where the fuck is the fucking detonator? Where is the detonator? Oh, that's hilarious. I've killed everything in Area 8, and as far as I can tell, I've explored the entire map. No detonator. Has anyone been able to be past Area 8? The answer? No. Yeah, I found in a large gray room near a pillar and guarded by one of those beer-headed robots. Okay. That does not help me at all. Impasse area and GOG edition Planet Strider knows a way of fixing the problem. We appreciate it. Basically, everywhere I'm reading, it tells me to cheat. So apparently you need to fucking cheat. List the cheat codes, Easter egg tips, and Blackstone, blah blah. Insert the word Powerball while being in debug mode at the command prompt. To bring up a prompt, there are more commands that can be inserted. Yeah, but where's the command prompt? There's no no fusion detonator available. Okay. I don't even know how the fucking cheats work in this game. Apparently there's a command prompt. Where's the command prompt? Nope. Insert the word Powerball while being in debug mode at the command prompt to bring up a prompt where there are commands that can be inserted. Okay. That's stupid. How to get command prompt. Blackstone Planet Strike. But I don't understand where the command prompt, like it tells you, yeah, just write in the command prompt. What command prompt? There is no command prompt. Like there is no command prompt. Like I don't understand where. I literally. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted. But you have to run it in debug. But I don't know how to run it in debug. I'm assuming you have to like run it in actual debug. Well, that sucks. The game is bugged. Well, that sucks monkey balls. Quite honestly, that really sucks. Man. This really sucks ball sacks. Press the keys at the same time to activate the following cheat. JAM. Oh. That'd be good if I would be in the actual game, huh? JA. Well, it has to be all at the same time, so. That is not what I wanted at all. Let's go for sounds. Man, this sounds like Cheap porn music. Cheap porn music for the win. Boca chicka wow wow. Yeah, okay, so that's good, that's good. Let's go back here. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, nobody ever tells you how to fucking run in debug mode. Yeah, so you probably have to run. You have to run the game. Oh, that's fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't want to fucking do that. Well, that's quite a shame, actually. That is quite a fucking shame. Well then. That is, I guess that's it for this. Planet Strike. Actually, you know what? Since we're going to do this, might as well do it together. Together forever and ever, too far. Windows capture. Boom. Chrome. Boom. Whoops. That's a little off center. There we go. There we go. This page contains a list of cheat codes and whatever, okay? Insert the word Powerball being debug mode of the prompt, but it doesn't actually tell you, none of them actually tell you how to go in debug mode. To activate, the game must be run, oops. Finally. To activate debug mode, the game must be run with command line parameter Powerball, for example, bstone Powerball, without quotes. Next, on Jam Productions logo stream, while the white text appears below, both shift keys must be held down until a ka-ching sound plays. During gameplay, the map name in the status bar is replaced with a message saying the debug node is active. Debug codes may now be used by holding down the backspace key and pressing the following key or combination of keys for desired. That was the closest one that I got an actual explanation. I don't know what music test mode would do. Planet Strike bugs. I'm curious to see. Is there anything that says that there's bugs? Actually, it took me a long time to get the windowed version to work, to be honest. Game not starting. Devs fix, please. Area 8-bit bug. Area 8 bug. But apparently this guy found a fucking detonator. This is fucking old because it looks like shit. 2014. That's fucking old. Can't finish treasure map. Sign appears if I am in the topmost part of the treasure area. I know there's a coin location there. Okay, this is not even the right thing. Destiny 2, rebugging the planet, remarkable things of insects. Well, I guess that will be it for tonight. Yeah. These keys are to be pressed at one time. When all pressed, the message you're jamming appears, and you will be given all keys. You will get 100% health. Your score will also be taken to 0. This will only work in registered version of the game. Debug mode, command line parameters. Yeah, but command line, what's the fucking command line? Like, what's the... It doesn't tell you, like, anything about... Well, that turned down the music. That's not what I wanted. Doesn't do that. Oh, I didn't even know that that's what it was supposed to do. Okay, that changes. Oh, I gotta... Okay. Okay, what does it... When you have it like this, what the fuck is the point? It doesn't do anything. That's so stupid. Game is paused. No, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell to do. I'm gonna call it quits because that's the way it's gonna work. DOS box. Done. It's probably super small. Boop. Yeah, this really sucks. I would have liked I would have liked to finish it, but I'm glad that I looked it up when I did. So on that note, guys, I really apologize. I'm gonna have to go. Well, not really, but yeah, this really fucking sucks. Honestly, it really sucks balls. All right, so having said that, this was the first time I streamed in about 3 weeks. So I'm hoping to play a little bit more this week. So I know I said this last time. However, I'll say it again because I'm hoping to do it this week. This week I'm going to finish Crysis 2, probably start Crysis 3, and yeah, take it from there. I've been actually pretty impressed with how Crysis 2 looks. The game, a lot of the critiques for the game itself are the same, which would be praising other games. So a lot of the, and I guess it's based on the first game of the series, but one of the main complaints of Crysis 2 was it was very point A to point B with little, like, in terms of how to do a different approach for every mission. I mean, I don't know. I played the first one. There's not like stealth doesn't exist, so I don't know like which way you wanted to have freedom to attack something. Um, however, um, everybody praises Gears of War, which is basically the same thing. It's a game where you go from point A to point B in every mission. So you have like a certain set of missions, you go to point A, point B, and then you progress the story that way. That's basically Crisis 2, and Crisis 1 as well. I'm playing the remastered version, and it's fantastic on consoles compared to the 360 version, which I played recently. Like the lighting is a lot better. It's a lot better than it was. Um, it's weird because um, everybody was telling me that it's not that great, yada yada yada, but it's actually pretty good, all things considered. You I don't. It's it's kind of like a '90s action movie. That's the only way I can. It's like high action. The plot, it's man versus alien. I mean, it's not very thorough. Um, you're not going to be playing it for the story or for the deep thought of the game. It's literally there's a minor plot. You go in guns a blazing, and you're good to go. Um, so yeah, I've liked it so far. I think I have a little bit of a. I stopped at the last quarter of the game. I thought I was gonna finish it last stream that I streamed it, and ended up not finishing it for whatever reason. I think I had to go, and I was like, no. So yeah. Um, oh man, I really wanted to finish this. Anyway, so probably next time I stream, I'm going to aim for Tuesday. So I'm gonna go back to my Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday stream. I'm gonna try. Maybe throw a Saturday stream in there if I miss one during the week. And as I mentioned before, I'm gonna try and revive my Corporate Gamer podcast, Twitchcast, remodeled over, and try to do something different, and probably have that like one day a week, probably Friday nights. And I just have to get the layout going. I know what I want. I just need to get it done. So hopefully I could get that done in the next few weeks. Have a few test runs and then start it. The idea is that I would like to do some, talk about games for sure, but it'd be a podcast about anything, and do interviews with fellow streamers as well. To see what makes them tick, what makes them want to stream, and get to know them a little bit more than just random streamers. And at the same time, if I can grow the channel a little bit, it'll give them exposure as well. So, and I know streaming is not for everyone, and a lot of people that I used to watch have stopped streaming. And again, it's the danger of having a small channel, but I've had like some really good friends I've made good friends through streaming through the years. This is my seventh. It's been 7.5 years. Um, yeah, I should have had like, people would be expecting me to have like 10,000 viewers at this, 10,000 followers at this point. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy that it's remaining relatively small. Because I have like a small. Oh, geez, I completely missed Switchy. I completely missed your message. Um, how's it going, man? I saw you've been streaming. You've been testing your streams recently with Destiny 2. Haven't seen you on in a while. Although I do see you on Instagram, and I see that you've been having fun. Um, so kudos to you for that. I can't wait for fucking winter to be done, to be honest. And the weather is finally starting to like get warmer. Because the minute that it starts being warm again, I'm putting out my patio furniture. And I'm going to spend some nights outside. And I can't wait to start making barbecue again. I was supposed to bring the barbecue onto my balcony during the winter, and it never happened. Because it's not as easy as I would have been. Yeah, the Canadians, what an enigma. Um, it's honestly the Montreal Canadiens. It's rare because I know the NHL often does this. Like they just throw the coaches to the curb and they're like, "Yeah, the change of a coach is gonna do whatever." In this case, it actually was the coach the problem. It's insane. Like and like I was skeptical at the beginning. They're like, they're getting Saint Louis, no experience. Yeah, the guy's a great guy, but what can he do? Fuck, the guy managed to freaking revive the whole fucking team. It's insane. Um, I do wish that they would have kept Sherratt, but I know that we probably wouldn't have signed him. And he's going to ask a substantial raise because he was a big part of our run last year. And he was kind of a stud this year. He was a stud. Petrie's been horrible. So we have some young guys on on the rise, but we need some veteran guys on D. David Savard is not going to fucking cut it. But then again, he hasn't played for Marty St. Louis yet, so we'll see how that goes. But I was saying at the beginning of the year, even when they were shitty, we weren't as bad as what our record indicated. Like, honestly, there was something wrong with the team. You saw there was something wrong with the team. Like, the team had no passion, had no drive. They didn't have any legs on most nights. If they were down one or two nothing, they never came back. And now they're exciting to watch again. To be honest, Caulfield is a fucking. He was a steal at 15 in the first round. How the hell he stayed until the 15th round, the 15th pick of the first round, is insane. He's gonna be fantastic. Him and Nick Suzuki. Suzuki has been stepping it up. He had a lull too, but he's been stepping it up. Hoffman, surprisingly, he's there for his goal scoring, but surprisingly, he's been doing relatively well defensively. I've been seeing him doing back checks. So, and this year for Tampa, the only team that I feel that could potentially beat Tampa is Florida. And not because they beefed themselves up at the deadline, but they gave them a run. They were the only team that gave them a real run for their money last year in the playoffs. They went I think it was 7 games. So yeah, it was insane. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, the only thing with Tampa, I just don't like their fucking. I love the coach. I love Cooper. I don't like the fucking players. Like I can't. The players are full. Like they're full. They're full of it. I get them. Like it's one thing to say like to be cocky and say that okay you won, but it's another thing to say like uh Kucherov's. I think he was also half drunk, but he said like oh Montreal like celebrated as if they won the Stanley Cup after like winning one game. Okay, like honestly, I think a local channel over here, like the French version of TSN. Actually, the person that was on that channel is actually the communications person at the Canadians now, Chantal Maccabi, and they won the cup like at what 11 o'clock at night. She went out at 12 o'clock, 12:30 in the morning, and there was no one in the street celebrating. If it would have been the Montreal Canadiens, there would have been a party for a week. But I get it. It's the States and not everywhere. They sucked. So the thing about the Habs. So this is the thing about the Habs' run. Yeah. Yeah. So the Montreal Canadiens had like they went into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. They made it by the back door. Literally, they made it because everybody else lost in the last stretch. And all right, Tiger. Yeah, for sure. And then they got into the playoffs. They were down 3-1 to Toronto. And then they came back to win 4-3, which already, as a Habs fan, I thought that was our Stanley Cup for that year. Like, that was the fact that we came back against Toronto was fantastic. Well, the thing is, they were all terrible. They weren't that bad. I mean, you had Toronto. Technically, Toronto should have made it out of the Canadian division. So the first round, Toronto should have won. Let's be honest. They just didn't have the killer instinct. Yeah, well, the last year, instead of doing the conference thing, they did the division thing. So they did like the 1980s and 90s thing, where it's like the top four in the division makes the playoffs. The thing that was weird though is that the Montreal Canadiens were in the West. Did Tampa play Vegas? No, they didn't play Vegas. Montreal played Vegas and we won. Montreal played Toronto. We beat them. We swept Winnipeg, which I expected us to win against Winnipeg, to be honest, and didn't think it was going to be a sweep. But I thought we could have won. Yeah, but Price is our best player. I mean, everybody always criticizes, oh, it's because it's Price. Okay, take away Kucherov from Tampa Bay. Take away Sidney Crosby from Pittsburgh. Take away Ovechkin from Washington. The team won't be the same. He played a fantastic playoff. It's 2 playoffs in a row that he plays fantastic. It's not his seasons are not that great. I think because he doesn't play 100%. And then he gets to the playoffs and he's fucking dialed in, and that's it. He's a fucking wall. If only we had a bit more punch on the attack. And also, one of the main reasons, too, in the final, like, we gave our all against Vegas. Vegas was fucking, like, that was a hard-fought series. It was a fun series to watch. And we ended up winning in 6. When we got to the finals, the team was broken down. And the game that they won, that's like Weber played like he was 20 years old. He was hitting everything that was moving. He was blocking shots. He was fucking. Yes, they have a big team, but it's the same thing. If you take away Kucherov or a main player of their team, they're not going to be the same team. Now, the thing about Tampa, they have more depth than most teams, right? And Florida is trying to do that as well, because you need a deep team to get deep in the playoffs. But not every team is like that. I mean, it's a luck of the draw. And the thing is that we had some guys in the like, everybody elevated their play in the playoffs. Caulfield woke up. He's kind of the main reason. Him and Suzuki is the reasons why we actually got out of that Toronto series. But Toronto, the thing about Toronto, even this year, they're not going to get anywhere. Like, they don't have a goalie. The goalies they have suck. Well, at least they've been sucking this year. They just freaking signed this random guy from the KHL. The thing about the Habs are going to be good in about 2-3 years. Once we start getting our D that we're developing coming up, the changes they made were at the management level have been pretty good. No, if last year, for sure, even the year before, they went on percentage. We were the last team to make it, and that's only because they made 24 teams make the playoffs. We were the 24th team to make the playoffs, and we upset Pittsburgh. How? I don't know, but we upset. We have a tendency of upsetting teams. I don't know how, but the thing about that was probably the series that the thing is we gave so much against Vegas, and let's be honest. Yes, that's true. That run was fucking insane. However, even the run in 20 is it 2014, 2015? So Halak was 2010, but the one where Price got run in by Kreider, that was all Price. That whole run, we beat Boston. I think was in 7. The thing is with Vegas, they were missing who's the fucking player? They were missing their second line center, which fucked them over. Pacioretty was invisible. Stone was invisible. Um, and Marc Andre Fleury, let's be honest, he fucking gave us game 3 or game 4, whatever it was, where he fucking he gave us a goal in regulation time and then we won it in overtime. Or was that the last game? Anyways, in any case, there was a lot of puck luck. To be honest, last season, the last playoffs, they felt a lot like the '93 Cup run in Montreal. Well, the thing is, they did the same thing with Tampa, and I said with Tampa, they're adjusting. Let them get that game 1. They're going to get run out of the building, and they'll give a better game 2. Against Tampa, game 2, the Habs should have won, and they ended up losing it, and that's what fucked them over. Because if they win that one and they win game 4, it would have been 2-2 and not 3-1, and that would have been the series. But the team was way too fucking battered. By the time they gave them all game 4 in Montreal. And I think it's because they wanted to give the fans one last show and say, look, at least we're not getting blanked. Yeah. Yeah, that last year, I have to admit, as a Habs fan, it was a special run. It really felt like it was '93, where Patrick Roy, he took the team onto his back. Yes, you had Leclerc. Yes, you had Desjardins. You had Brisebois. You had a bunch of different players that made it happen. You had Bellows, Danfus. But at the end of the day, we won '93 because of Patrick Roy. That was signed Patrick Roy. Actually, 86 was even worse. 86, there was no reason why the Habs should have won that Stanley Cup. Looking back now, yes, they had Carbonneau, they had Gainey, they had Nyland, Mats Naslund, but they had they had no reason to be there, and freaking New York freaking demolished them. And the only reason they made it is because freaking Patrick Roy stood on his head. That's where he made his name. And '93 was a similar thing. Patrick Roy carried him on his back. And this and it's kind of sucks for Price too, because for all the criticism that people give him, he's a fantastic fucking goalie. I think as a technical goalie, I think he's the best. I have nothing to say against Vasilevsky. He's really, really good. But he also has a vest that's 3 times his size. Having said that, I still find that Price can still give 2-3 good years in the playoffs. And if ever he does get traded, I hope it's to a team that actually is able to, to get a run in the playoffs. He deserves it. Honestly, he fucking deserves it. I'm surprised he's still in Montreal. And I remember in the summer of 2010, after that Halak run, Bob Gainey, No, it wasn't Bob Gainey. It was Gauthier, which was Pierre Gauthier at the time. That was the GM. They decided to keep Price and not Halak. And that was a controversy here in Montreal. Because until that point, Price wasn't that great. And then a couple of years later, he ends up winning the fucking trifecta of goalies. The Hart, the Vezina, and the Jennings, I think. And the last few years, it's been tougher in the season. He's been more injury prone. Now his knee's not recovering as well as he was hoping. But I still say that he's still got a few years ahead of him, and he's fantastic, and he could potentially be really good. if a team runs at him, if a player runs at him, I don't think he's gonna make it. But I mean, it is what it is. I just don't understand like this. Fucking. So in Canada we have CBC, which is like, it's public. It's national TV. So that's where the hockey games play. That and Sportsnet. And yesterday they were fucking talking about how the new guy that was playing in nets for Toronto, this I think it's a Swedish guy, and it's a story was fantastic. The guy is like older, comes in, played a couple of games, even got a shutout. Fantastic. They were saying, yeah, he's the next Dryden. As much as I love, a lot of players that come in their first season, it's not Dryden. The only one that came close to Dryden when in the first year, which happened, was Patrick Roy. Which are two Hall of Fame. It is, well, you can't compare it to Dryden. I mean, Dryden, yes, it's a different era. He played in front. He played behind a fucking fantastic All-Star team. I think he won 6 cups out of 9 years or 8 years, which is unheard of. Some would. Yeah, he decided to retire at the top of his game. That's the one thing about Montreal. We've always been lucky with goaltenders. Like even the goaltenders that came to play with us, like in between the ones that were superstars, like José Theodore when he was in Montreal, he was lights out. Cristobal Huet, I know people forget about him, but the guy was fucking good when he was in Montreal. A lot of times he's the one that used to keep us in the games. Jeff Hackett. Jeff Hackett was an average goalie. He came to Montreal. It was freaking phenomenal. He had no defense in front of him, but he was fantastic. Who else did we have? We had Halak. Same thing. Halak was never the same when he moved. And the thing about Halak is he's a smaller stature. And he can't be a number one goalie playing 65, 70 games a year and then playoffs. He gets tired way too fast. He's a good backup goalie. Because even the year he had his run. Yeah, well, the thing is that he came to Montreal. When he was in Montreal, he decided. Because the thing is, that year he was doing a tandem with Price. So it was Price, Halak. And they played about 50-50, as far as I remember. Or close to it. And Price was still coming into his own. He wasn't consistent yet and stuff like that. So in the playoffs, they decided to start with Halak and take him to the end. But Halak, he used to play like 2-3 games and then suck the third game or fourth game. Get replaced, put in Price, and he would come out strong the next game. And he did that. But the thing is, they ran out of steam. They beat Washington in 7. They beat Pittsburgh in 7. And then we went to Philadelphia and we died. Then again, we also had Scott Gomez on our team, so. Yeah, but people don't remember. Price was always a decent goalie, but he wasn't great. In the first 4 years, he wasn't that great. He would let in a lot of weak goals. His positioning was off. He only got really, really good when Stephen Waite came to Montreal. He had that lights out season. And then after that, he's been a 900 goalie in the season. In the playoffs, he's a fucking star. I don't know how he does it. He's able to turn it on. I have no fucking clue how he does it. But during the season, it's as if he doesn't give 100% all the time. Because he kind of learned he has to. Because the thing is, over here in Montreal, we have a lot of problem with giving him time off. And that's why, yes, he was. And there was a lot of debate at the time. And I'm glad that the Habs decided to make the hindsight is 2020. But I think, honestly, with the team we have right now, if we can keep the tandem of Price-Allen, assuming Price is healthy, and Allen stays, he doesn't get traded, he would, we have a fantastic tandem. having Allen as your fucking backup is a fucking luxury. Yeah, his record sucks this year. Let's be honest, it's not that great, but the whole team sucked. But Christ, he still has a fucking like 907 save percentage, considering how the Habs played for the first 30 games of the season. It's fucking remarkable. It's remarkable. It's insane. Like, since Marty St. Louis came on, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if you watched his press conference that he gave when he first got hired with Gordon and Hughes. He talks more like a sports psychologist than a coach. And a lot of what he says makes sense. And we haven't, in Montreal at least, I'm not talking about other teams, but in Montreal, we haven't had a coach that kind of said, go out and have fun. Like, here, let's fix this and let's go out and have fun. In fucking, I don't even remember the last. I think Demers was the last one that had that mentality, and that's the last time we won the cup. Because everybody that's after Vigneault, Terrien, Julien, Martin, who was the other one? We had a bunch of them. They all had defensive-minded systems, and it kind of suffocated our offensive players. And all our offensive players, they always ended up, for the most part, leaving with very few exceptions. I think Plekanec is one of the few. We ended up getting Kovalev. He ended up doing okay. Hey, Coconut, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna get muted at that point. Yeah, so like we haven't had a coach that actually is able to say go and have fun, and the players look at they're having fun. The D has been tighter. We're playing to our potential, which we weren't before, which is refreshing to see. Yeah, the season is fucking thrown out of the... it's not the first time that a team goes to the finals and they fuck up the year after. It's happened to the Sens. It happened to a bunch of teams in the past. And I also think they misevaluated... Hey, go Canadians! They misevaluated the fact that they lost Weber and Price, which are yes, I'm from Montreal, so I'm a fan of the Habs. So surprising, it's funny. I went to go see Sebastian Maniscalco on Friday, and there's a guy a fan that gave him a Montreal Canadiens T-shirt, like a random fan with his name in the back, and the guy goes, and he just comes out of nowhere. He puts on the jersey. He's like, "Can I ask you guys something? What the fuck does what's a Hab?" Which is fucking hilarious. Yeah, and the thing is like, and the Montreal fan base can be very toxic. I'm the first one to admit it. It's fucking it discourages me sometimes to go on Twitter. However, Toronto fans saying that they have the biggest fan base in the world, I'm sorry, you are fucking delusional. I don't know of anybody, like, the reach of the Montreal Canadiens is fucking insane. And to the point, you have somebody living in fucking, well, you come from New York, but you live in Tampa now, you're a Habs fan. And then you have some people from Thunder Bay. Yeah, the Leafs are fucking, I don't know, man. They've been mismanaged since the Ballard years, and they never fucking recovered. To me, right now, I feel that the team is not coached properly. It's impossible that you have the fucking talent that you have on the fucking ice, and you can't fucking, like, make it work. Like, this is the year that they make it or break it. I have a feeling if they don't do anything, they don't even win a round. Forget it. They're gonna split. They're gonna bomb the core. The only one that's gonna probably stay is Marner. Sorry, Matthews. But Marner would be dealt. The thing is I don't really feel there's a rivalry anymore. To be honest, like yeah, there was we met in the playoffs last year, but either the Habs suck and Toronto's good, like they have a good run, like with Sundin and stuff, or the Habs are good and the Leafs suck. And there's no like kind of um, yeah. Um, well, they pretty much they made a so Giordano is making he's going to the Leafs, which will help because I think Muzzin is injured, and with his history of injuries, I don't with Toronto, it's yeah. Well, eventually one of them's gonna have to implode. So Tampa Bay is basically what Chicago was in the 2000s, 2010s. They're kind of they have a super fucking fantastic core, and they're gonna fucking win. They're gonna keep winning Stanley Cups. I hope they don't win a Stanley Cup this year though, but they're well coached. I mean, they Stamkos has been on the brink of being traded every year for the last like 3 years. Kucherov is Kucherov. Point, bringing him Point. They signed him. Vasilevsky. I mean, they're gonna keep him for a while, but at one point you're gonna have to like get some guys at rebate to play on the bottom six, and even backup position. So I don't know if you guys have been watching if you're a Habs fan, if you guys are Habs fans, I don't know if you guys heard. There's a new channel that started last year called the Habs Tonight, and they're pretty good. And that's the thing. The Panthers, I think, are the only ones that can give Tampa Bay a run for their money. Other than them, I don't feel that there's another team in the National Hockey League. And it sucks because they're in the same fucking division. So you're going to lose both of them like pretty quickly. Yeah, but while Giroux, they added somebody else today. So yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, but Tampa has fucking. They know how to fucking win. Right? They know how to. They just know how to fucking win. They've been there. They've been. It's. And if they win this year, they're considered technically a dynasty, right? Which would be the first three-peat since the Islanders when they won 4. So I mean, it's been quite a while. There's been repeats. I think Pittsburgh, Detroit. I don't know LA. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm sad that I'm not gonna be able to watch. Well, I'm gonna be able to, but I'm not the Habs are not in the playoffs. But even if Montreal had a decent season, it would have been fucking tough for them to make the playoffs. Because in our division, you have Tampa Bay, Florida, Boston, right off the bat. Boston is kind of going down. Chicago for what? Chicago, they're not making the playoffs this year. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if it was a two-peat for sure if they did it. But I don't remember if they did a two-peat. I don't remember. You had Pittsburgh in the 90s. You had Pittsburgh in the 2010s. Detroit, they did a couple of times. Since the 90s, the Edmonton Oilers did it in the 80s. They didn't do it in the 90s, they only won that one in 90. And then you had New Jersey, but I don't think New Jersey ever won a two-peat. They won multiple ones, but didn't win a two-peat. Yeah, so it's really hard to do. And especially the fact that they had such a... The thing about Montreal is they got to the finals beat up. Like, phenomenally beat up. Apparently, Shea Weber couldn't even tie his own skates. That's how bad it was. And at the end of the series, the Stanley Cup the finals, they all hugged him, and the way they kind of went up to him and kind of hugged him, you kind of knew that was the end. I wish he had a couple more years in him, but I don't think he was. Unless he has this massive will to come back, I don't think he would be coming back playing. And I think the Montreal Canadiens they misjudged the fact that they were losing both him and Price. They had no leadership. Gallagher, as much as I love him, he's the heart and soul of this team. He's fucking fat. He's fucking bad this year. I think the last few injuries really took a toll on him. Also, the summer took a toll on him as well, because he didn't have much of a summer. I think he had a month before it started up again. So, and then he was playing with a horrible system. He was like, ew, it was just fucking bad. The Habs, to be honest, there's a bunch of fucking young players that I fucking love. Love Romanov. Romanov is like a fucking better version of Emelin. He's better defensively than Emelin. And could probably give you a bit of offensive side too. I don't get, like, somebody was texting, I was on Twitter, was like, we should put Romanov on the power play. I get it because we don't have anybody. But I don't know who thinks that Romanov is this fucking offensive threat. He's not. He's never has been. Yeah, he was like an offensive guy in under 20 tournaments. Okay, fine. But when he played in the KHL, he was not an offensive threat at all. I think he had one goal or whatever. And even with Montreal, he hasn't been on the power play, but he's never shown that offensive flair. Yeah, he throws that puck once in a while in the net and ends up going in. And he has a decent shot. He just never uses it. He's not offensive minded. That's why he's never going to be like an offensive defenseman. And the thing about Montreal is our power play has been sucky for the last few years, and the only reason, and I know this, is that we lost Markov. Markov is the only reason why our power play was at fucking 20, rolling at 25 to 30% some years. He was a general. His passes were phenomenal. He knew how to fucking... Yes, he was slow as molasses at the end. So if the puck got past him, it was fucking horrible. But he's like fantastic. Like he was fantastic. And I always thought that it's sad that you had Lindstrom always winning the Norris every year. He was underappreciated because he played for the Montreal Canadiens, and the Montreal Canadiens had a shitty team for years. Nobody could throw a pass like Markov. Like that year that, I don't know if you guys remember when you had Kovalev on the power play, those cross seam passes to the top of the circle. Though that puck always had eyes. The opposition knew what was coming and they still couldn't get it. They still never managed to get it and defend it. And when we lost him, we never found that. The closest one we got, and we kind of pushed him in that direction, was PK Subban. And then we traded him. And then we were supposed to... So then at one point we got Shea Weber. I think the last year... I think he played a year or two with Markov. He did okay. And at the last year, we always wondered here in Montreal, like, why the fuck is Markov? Why is Weber not freaking shooting the puck? Yeah, he couldn't fucking shoot it. His foot was hurting him too much. He couldn't shoot the puck. And when he did, and he managed to muster enough of it, It used to fucking go in. Or that, or he used to fucking go, like, in the stands. He would miss the net. Like, the last year, he would miss the net 9 times out of 10. And I'm convinced it's because he was injured. Now we know it's because he was injured. But, you know. And we don't really have an offense. We have Petrie, which this year he's been, like, really bad. Apparently, when I talk about the Montreal Canadiens, my viewership goes up, which is fantastic. I never even thought that that the Montreal Canadiens would garner so much interest. But yeah, I'm hoping that this year is going to be it's a down year, which is fine. The thing is, a lot of the fan base has accepted the fact that it's a shitty year. The thing that was so frustrating to watch at the beginning of the year was that you were watching the team, you knew they had talent, and they were going nowhere. We had no one with 10 goals until Marty St. Louis came in. Think about that. Like, we have, to be honest, imagine Cole Caulfield playing the way he's playing now the whole year. They were putting him on the 4th line, for crying out loud. How the fuck are you supposed to... He's not a 4th line guy. He's offensive. You need to put him on an offensive line. Him and Nick Suzuki. Like, fucking... Suzuki's fantastic. His freaking level of play has been off the charts. He still needs to work a bit on his face-offs, but once he has that figured out, my word, he's gonna be freaking fantastic for years to come. Thank God we signed him for 8 years. Cole Caulfield, we're gonna break the bank with him too, because yeah. But and the thing about, and I said this on Twitter to a few people. When Cole Caulfield has the puck, it has the same effect as when Guy Lafleur used to get the puck. Everybody gets on their feet because they know something's gonna happen. It's remarkable. Even Kovalev didn't have that. Kovalev was exciting to watch, but people didn't get on the edge of their seat thinking he would be doing something. Because he was playing east-west, not north-south. He would try and deke like 18 players before he got to the fucking goal. Whereas Caulfield, man, once he has that speed going in, oh, man. And then, I don't know if you guys saw the game-winning goal against, overtime goal against Philly. That shot, that was a Guy Lafleur goal. Going down on the right wing, streaking down while he came off the bench, but it was going down that side, winding up, top corner or lower right or top corner. That was Guy Lafleur. And that was a Guy Lafleur freaking shot. And it's fantastic to see. We haven't had a natural scorer sniper like that. I guess you would have to say Pacioretty. Maybe. But even Pacioretty, like, he was very inconsistent. He's a good guy to get you 30 goals, but he got close to 40 once or twice. But, I mean, Caulfield, if he scores at the rate that he's scoring now during the regular season, like the whole season, he'll hit fucking 60 goals in a season for sure. I think he's on a 70-goal pace at this point. If he would have played the whole season the way he's playing now, he would got like 70 goals. Obviously, it's not sustainable, and he's never going to get 70 goals, maybe 60. And he ended up not getting picked until the 15th, being picked 15th. That is, I think, one of the biggest steals the Habs have ever done in a draft. Flat out, it's insane. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to let you guys go because I have to walk my pooch. But I really appreciate it. Kukranet, thank you for the raid. Switchy, thank you for the chat. Really appreciate it. Always talk about hockey. Always come over if you want to talk hockey, baseball, sports, whatever you want to talk about. Weather, news, whatever. I always appreciate a good conversation, and makes my streams a little bit more interesting. I have, like, usually I have something to say for the first half hour, and after that I usually shut up if there's nobody in the chat. So it's nice to have, like, and also I had to stop the stream early because of the game being bugged, apparently. So, yeah. I can't get past a certain point unless you cheat, and I have to relaunch the game, and it doesn't really tell you how to launch the game. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, wonderful night, wonderful week. Like I said earlier, I'm probably going to be streaming on Tuesday, finishing up Crysis 2 Remastered, then going to Crysis 3 Remastered. After that, it's up in the air where I'm going to be playing. I was thinking of maybe playing Deus Ex Human Revolution, which I've already played on stream before, but I wanted to replay it. Or there's a new game that came out on Game Pass called Tunic, which is kind of like a Zelda type game, but it's very colorful. It's like asymmetric. It looks really, really fun. So I'm tempted to play it. It's on Game Pass, so I would play Elden Ring. I just don't want to pay for it right now, or at least at the price that it's at. I'm not paying full price for Elden Ring, as much as I want to play it. It's really not, like, I mean, with all the bugs that are happening. I know on the consoles it's not as bad, but and I still don't believe like why people gave it 10 on 10 if it had bugs. I mean, yeah, the gameplay is fine, but it's not 10 on 10. And I was saying this at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you guys saw like Gran Turismo, but they've been getting review bombed recently. So basically everybody reviewed it. They gave it a high score, which is fine. But then the game got launched, and they launched with the store, and apparently it was pay to win, or like you purchase like $20 to buy like 2 million coins or something like that. But you need 2 million, or you need 4 million to buy a car in game. So on top of that, you have to pay $40 on top of the price of the game. It's been like it's insane. But yeah, they still gave it fucking like 10 on 10, and I'm like, or 9 on 10. It's like, well, if the game, but to be fair, the reviewers didn't have that aspect before, so they couldn't evaluate it. But now it came out, and it's review bombing. It's like at 30% on Metacritic. But apparently the gameplay is really, really fun. I mean, I'm on Xbox. I personally like Forza, and it's been fine for my driving needs. That's perfectly fine game. I play it once in a while to play a quick game, race, and then I just call it quits. So, all right, guys, have a good one. See you next time, and thanks for everyone for passing by. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.